Hey guys, Devin Norcross here, Norcross Consulting Services. Today I'm going to tell you why I'm not the biggest fan of debt relief companies. All right, there's a lot of major players out there. Freedom comes to mind, National Debt Relief comes to mind, and they're very profitable companies. They have tons of clients. Most of the clients that I encounter that have been through a debt relief program should never have been in it. All right, here's how a debt relief program is going to work. First thing I'm going to tell you, stop paying all your accounts. Good accounts, bad accounts. They're going to let you, your credit cards charge off. They might pick your obviously your mortgage, maybe your auto loan to keep out of it. They're going to let your accounts charge off, so you're going to tank your credit regardless. And then you're going to set up an escrow account payment with them. So every month you're going to pay $400, $500, $700, depends on your income, how much debt you have. And they're going to tell you it's usually a 5-year plan. They're going to let these accounts charge off for 2 years, going to tank your credit for 2 years. What they don't tell you, but it is in the fine print, is that the first several payments you make go to non-refundable fees for their company. Secondary, you usually pay a monthly fee as well. It's usually about $50 a month, so they make a tremendous amount of money there. And then you pay a percentage of your debt when you settle it. Now, this percentage varies company to company. I've seen it as high as 25%. So let me lay out a scenario. This happened to a recent client of mine. He's been in the program 2 years. He's been making large-scale escrow payments. They'd settled some small stuff, leaving the bigger accounts. There was a Bank of America card for $10,000. After 2 years, they finally settled that for $6,000. Now, they don't take $6,000 out of your escrow account and settle it. They work out a deal. They make an agreement with Bank of America. So they worked out a deal with Bank of America to pay $6,000. They paid $10 towards that debt and then set up a payment plan. As soon as they work out a deal and make a payment towards the debt, they're allowed to pay themselves their acquired fees. So this guy's contract showed 25% of the overall debt was what they could pay themselves. So he paid $6,000 on a $10,000 debt. It took him 2 years to do it. But before he paid anything more than $10 towards that debt, the escrow account was reducted or charged $2,500. So a tremendous amount of this money on the forefront is going to the debt relief program. I'm just not a fan. I love to settle debts for clients. I like to do it in one phone call. There's no reason to wait years. If you don't have the money to settle the debt, then don't call them. Wait until you do. If you can get approved for a Chapter 7 and your debt is, here's my formula for Chapter 7. If you can pay half of it off in 2 years, don't file Chapter 7. Let's let it charge off. Let's settle it. If you don't think you'd ever make that, then and your debt is out of control, then you might want to consider some other options. But a Chapter 13 is a 5-year restructure of your debt. I do not like Chapter 13s. Okay, so I'm not a fan of 13s. I'm not a fan of debt relief programs. If you have outstanding debt that you're concerned about and you want to talk about it, please let me know. I've got a lot of experience working with these creditors. If you're in a debt relief program, you can get out of that debt relief program. They have to give you back all the money in your escrow account, short of a small amount of fees. You are not contractually obligated to continue through that program. Now, if they've already worked out a deal and made a payment towards that debt, that's the problem. That's where they can pay themselves. But if there's debt that has not been negotiated on yet and you're in one of those programs, I highly, highly, highly suggest you consider leaving that program and working on that with me or on your own. So that's my opinion. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day.